Well, we are going to make the flip wallet, a pattern I designed with front pocket carry in mind for the minimalist-minded individual. Let's start by printing out our pattern. Always choose actual size. Don't go messing around or anything. Unless you want to increase or decrease it, that's totally your freedom to do so. Got a little chart on there for 2 centimeters. Make sure you match that up quick before cutting it out, just in case your printer went goofy. I know this one's right, so let's go cut it out. You'll see the sort of hash marks at the corner of every page. Go ahead, line those up. Get your straight edge and a nice sharp knife and cut from one to the other, and everything in between that needs to come out will do so, and you'll have some nice clean lines and just bud your pattern up with one another there. Sometimes it's nice to weigh down the pages. I can get away with it with not doing so here. You'll see I kind of messed my tape up, jumped the gun. But I like to tape them together through and through. Makes it easier to cut it out. And get to cutting. I print this on an adhesive backed paper. You don't have to do so. You can always just print it on regular printer paper and use a masking tape to secure it to your piece of leather that you're working on. I find it's easier just to print it on adhesive back paper, especially if you're going to be doing it in one shot. It comes off fairly easy depending on what type of leather you're using, but just keep that in mind. Maybe do a little experimenting first. Cutting out the notches here, I just have a 1-inch punch that I used, so I wasn't exactly precise. I use 5mm Cinnabrox here. I believe they're the best of the best. If you can swing it, that's what you're going to want. But obviously a single is just fine too. I open up the end of my card slots with like a little 1/8 punch there. You don't have to. I do just because I like to. It just helps it accept the card a little bit easier. Again, you don't have to do that. It's just me getting fancy since I've made this a few times and have developed it over time. But yeah, go ahead and cut those out. Make sure they're nice and clean. They open up well. And go ahead and cut the rest of your stitching holes. You don't have to punch out everything. I left the shaded ones. You'll see they're a little bit of a lighter shade. Don't have to cut those out. Don't have to punch them unless you want to. You can border stitch the entire thing. You can line any little bit of it, a lot of it, whatever you want to do. I like to line my wallets. That's my preference, so that's why I made it kind of the option for both. So go ahead and get some nice thread, whatever you want to choose, and just put it together. It's pretty simple. Just match the pieces up and stitch on through. I say that a lot. When you are done with your stitch line, there I go again. You don't you can finish your knot however you like to. I like to back stitch a little bit, make it nice and presentable, and then I hide both ends in whatever the most non-visible portion is. So in this case, it's to the inside of what will be the inside of the wallet. Just back stitch, cut them off, burn them back. You probably should be using a polyester thread anyway, so a lighter is going to be your friend here. And I just try to make it neat. See, I'm kind of hiding it there. Zap it back. Just like so. And then go ahead and fold it. You don't have to necessarily transcribe that fold line. It's just kind of a guideline to tell you, kind of help you put the puzzle together in your mind of what folds over. All of the holes line up perfectly in this pattern, so you don't need to worry about, scribing or V-gouging out for the bend. You obviously can if you want, especially if you're using a thicker leather. But in this case, this is about 3 to 4 ounce, just a regular chrome tan, so there was no need for anything extracurricular. But yeah, it didn't take a whole lot to stitch up, maybe 10-15 minutes of actual stitching. And again, when you're done, you just hide those thread ends best you can, or whatever you want to do. But in a nutshell, this was your instructional video for the Flip wallet. I trust you are enjoying your purchase. Thank you for supporting me and what I do. And any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm always open. So hope you enjoy. It's a great little wallet. I carry one personally on the daily, except mine's made out of elephant leather. So, but there you go. There's the Flip wallet.